Anyway, just fooling around there a bit, what I want to point out in this video is that you have a brand new piano now in Complete Select inside of Machine called the Gentleman, and this can really be your go-to piano in a lot of ways. So I don't need to spend a terrible amount of time talking about it because it's very straightforward. It's an upright piano and you have simple controls, and a lot of these controls can be done right from the Machine controller. But simple things like being able to adjust things quickly and easily to really shape your tone. I mean, you can close the lid, make it a little more dark and damp, change the EQ a bit, have a transient shaper that will actually, you can adjust the attack so it's very in your face like I've made this one. Things like this, anatomy, be able to make it less realistic, turn off all the actual noises that are there, or widen the stereo image very quickly. I love it for this fact. So play around with it a bit. What I really want to discuss today is a creative idea of using Machine's chord sets in a different way. So we all know you can come to pad mode and then dial in a chord set like this. And instantly you sound like you really know what you're doing. A lot of people will rag on this and say, like, now anyone can play. You know what? Use it if you want. Don't use it if you don't. But it's a really helpful tool. And the thing I want to talk about is that if you're like me, I didn't even think to try recording a sequence with different chord sets until maybe a month or two after I was playing with it. I kind of was in a mode where I was stuck in the one type. I would load up like chord set minor 8 and just stay in this mode. So what I did in this pattern was actually use several different chord sets. So I just had the groove playing from DrumLab, and I just tried some different things. So let's just experiment again and see what we can come up with. So I think I started with the minor 2 maybe. Right, so that's a good start. So let's make a 4-bar pattern. Here's a cool thing if you didn't realize. If I hold record, I will get my quick patterns up here in lengths of 2, 4, 8, or 16. These are kind of like the most common. So let's do a 4-bar, right? And we'll just go ahead and I'm going to octave up. Listen to the dynamics on that too. It's nice because you can really hit the dynamics differently on the pads. So let's start with that. Missed it. Undo real quick and you can start again. Now rather than get repetitive, I can stay in record mode and just switch around the different chord types and see if I like something. So let's just actually play through and watch as I use the jog wheel, which you can do on Machine Mark II as well, and just kind of keep going back in the transport till I find the chord I want. Even try major chords. So here's a major variation on the A flat. And then I'll come into minor 8 because it has all these lovelier, jazzier type chords. Who knows? But you get the idea. Very simple to come in. All you have to do is just switch through these and hit the next one. Now, also to keep in mind, let's just stay in this pattern and mute our Gentleman. And I've just loaded up a version of the Mark I if you want to hear the difference here, because the Mark I is going to be your standard Rhodes. Just just, again, simple few controls. Don't have to worry about too much. And then I also did a version of Vintage Organs, which Vintage Organs is brand new to Complete Select. So you're going to want to do things like throw the mod wheel for your Leslie. Otherwise, you can just kind of come through and adjust all the tone wheels. Dial in whatever kind of sound you want. So between the piano, between the Rhodes, and the organs, you kind of get all your bread and butter sounds that you're going to need for a wide variety of things, from doing gospel to psychedelic rock to hip hop to pop music to deep house, whatever you want. So play around with these chord sets, see what you can come up with.